Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Leadership Live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. What an exciting season! The season for the World Cup. Okay, so if it's your first time, we are a global leadership community. First, our understanding of leadership is progressive, is contemporary. A lot of people still hold the old idea that leadership is about you occupying some position, high level position. So when you say our leaders or leadership, people's minds just go to the people at the top in government or maybe also in the society generally. Well, um, the thinking on leadership has progressed beyond that. To us in our community and to those that are current in the leadership space, leadership is simply the ability to influence one or more people to achieve goals. The key operative word is influence. And once you bring it down, you see, we've moved from position to influence, even though the opposition gives you a powerful opportunity to influence. However, when you bring the understanding down to influence, then you find out it happens everywhere, because influence is the ability to alter the state of a person or thing. If you're standing or sitting next to someone right now, plant a big smile in their lives. Show a big smile. Give them a big smile. What did they do back to you? Smile back, of course. By stating the person's state of emotions, you alter the person's state. That's influence, right? All of us have the capacity for it. So the challenge with the idea that it's only a few people that are born to lead, especially those who occupy positions, everybody else is born to follow. The problem with it is that it makes most people in our world to abandon their influence potential, to do nothing about it. We don't build it, not to talk of deploying it and using it to transform the world positively. Then at the end of the day, we turn ourselves into victims. Many of us grew up in what I call a learned state of helplessness. It's learned. It has become our programming to grumble, complain, talk like victims. In our community, we shift it. We don't believe it, right? The little we can do, or the least we can do, is to identify our influence potential or influence ability and to develop it. That's what we do every time that we meet. So it's very special welcome to everyone. Special welcome to our regulars. I mean, those who've been joining us before. If it's your first time, you may put the city and country that you're joining us from in the chat room, and we'll give you a special welcome. Anyway, we don't have much time to spend together today, right? Yes, we don't want people to miss their World Cup matches. So, and we have one starting in about 50 minutes. Okay, so we are going to be brief. All right. Okay, so you can begin to test your influence now. You can use your influence now, right now, to just share the link to this live broadcast. Share the link with someone, right? Or repost, or retweet, or repost, right? So this is the thing about this life. You just never know. Sometimes you just never know who's going to be a senator or a governor or CEO. At least most people are going to be leaders in their families, and those families are going to produce the people that will shape our society. When you bring someone into this room, you just may not know the value of the investment that you're making in their lives. So yes, let's bring people in here. All right. Good. Oh, James says your first time joining live on X. Thank you. Now we're aware. right? Like we said, this is a global event. Some of us have joined on X, some on YouTube, some on Facebook, some on Instagram, some on LinkedIn. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Families, everything. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you. Okay. John says there's actually nothing you can do for yourself if you don't desire a shift. You must be tired of your current situation before another event can emerge. All right. All right. Is this actually live now in the church? No, this is not a church event at all in the first place, right? This is a Sam Adeyemi GLC and Success Power event. Okay. So this is live only online. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, Timothy. Change comes from the inside before physically manifesting. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Temitope in Ogun State. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone. Good to see you all on all the platforms. Yes, Temitope is in Rawa in Ogun State, Nigeria. Thank you, Dr. Richards. Good to see you. Simeon in Lagos. Good to see you. Ayomide in Lokoja, Nigeria. Uju in Ogun State, Nigeria. Wansa in Kent, England. Good to see you again. Yes, John is in Lagos, Nigeria. Oh, Vincent, special welcome to you. It's your first time, Abuja, Nigeria. Ojo, also your first time, Nigeria. David in Ogun State, Nigeria. Good to see you. Emmanuel in Port Harcourt. Fantastic. Yes, okay, so this is how we structure it. I'm going to talk for a few minutes on the subject, and then I'll give room for you to ask me questions in the chat room. So don't type the questions yet till I say we should do so. All right. Okay. George, repping Alimosho. Good to see you. Lanre in the Koruju, Lagos, Adesta Leadership Academy alumni. Fantastic. Timile, good to see you again. Kent, England. Michael in Eket, Nigeria. Martin, it's Patricia, it's the first time journey from Lagos. Amazing. You're welcome, especially. Adeshaya also, it's your first time, Ogun State, Nigeria. Simeon, first time on LinkedIn. You're welcome, especially everyone joining us for the first time. Special welcome, Moses in Enugu. Good to see you. Pastor Tim from Chicago. Good to see you. And Ebi Baimo in Lagos, Nigeria. It's your first time. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Good to see you. Victor is in Nigeria. Fantastic, fantastic. Sharon is in the USA. Good to see you. Henry in Port Harcourt. Good to see you. Boluwatife from Ogun State. Good to see you. Ahmed is in Wrocław, Poland. Wow. Simpson in Wales. Good to see you again. Fumilola in Ibadan. Oh, my good friend. Anne is in Southern California. Good to see you. Now, a testimonial. Joshua says 365 days has been revolutionary for my mind, but my actions keep betraying what I'm learning. What we'll discuss in a few minutes, we'll address that, right? But thank you. That's a testimonial, right? Anybody else having a great time with 365 days with Sam Adeyemi? Dupe in Lagos, good to see you. Kefas in Abuja, Doyin in Scotland, good to see you. Eddie Kayananga, Porako, Jonathan in Oklahoma City, joining us for the first time. Thank you so much. Wow. Awesome. Okay, so we need to jump into our discussion. Like I said, We have limited time today. Joshua joining us from Jos, Lukman in Abuja, Solomon in Ibadan, John in Kaduna, Bayonle in Ibadan, Ayo in Colchester in the UK. Amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kelvin, it's your first time on LinkedIn. Fantastic. Udo Chuku, Manchester, UK. It's your first time. Special welcome. Special welcome, Janet from Indiana. Good to see you again. Bolu Atife, it's your first time. Lagos, fantastic. Henry, it's your first time. Kefas, Abuja. Wow. Okay, Emmy, joining for the first time. Wow, so many people joining us for the first time today, right? Good to see you, everyone. Olubukola in Canada, Angie in Scotland, Steven in Ghana, Akinwande in Lagos, Arthur in Canada, Damilola in Abu Dhabi, UAE, Steven in Lagos, Kennedy, Happy is in Malawi, and it's your first time. Special welcome. Told you, the global event. Now we need to run, right? So very special, special welcome, everyone. So today, right? Today, I just wanted to mention again why I wrote the book Shifts, right? Shifts, 6 steps to transform your mindset and elevate your leadership. Right? 6 steps to transform your mindset and elevate your leadership. I wrote this book because of a great burden I've had in my heart for decades. And it's the fact that most transformation efforts fail. Most transformation efforts in our world fail. At the individual level, at the organizational level, at the community level and national level, change happens slowly, right? Change. Why is it that people find it difficult to change their lives? So I found out why. I found why the enemy is programming. Or should I say the word subconscious? Subconscious. Now, when you hear that word, actually it makes it sound abstract, right? Subconscious. Where is the subconscious? Something that you cannot see, right? The subconscious is powerful. Okay, so this is the explanation by psychologists. When your mind comes across a new phenomena, let's say you're learning how to do something for the first time, maybe you're learning to drive, right? Or you're learning to swim. It's new to you entirely. Am I right? You make mistakes, you stumble, and then they tell you to come again and to come again. So you practice and practice, and then they say practice makes perfect. So this is what happens. So the scientists say when your mind experiences a new phenomena, maybe it's even a problem, right? A challenge. Then your mind analyzes the problem, creates possible solutions, and then when you find options of what can work, you test them, and then you find what really works for you. You find what really works, what solves that problem, what fixes that thing, or now you know how to drive. And then you repeat that, right? You repeat that over and over and over. Now you know how to drive, then you drive. You drive every day, right? And drive and drive and drive. And with time, you just find out you don't even need to make any conscious effort anymore. What has happened is they say, the scientists, that when something becomes routinous, your conscious mind pushes it down to your subconscious mind, they call it. Your subconscious mind, where you think without thinking, right? It becomes automatic. I don't have to rehearse how to drive before I drive. You get what I mean? How to start a car, how to put it in gear, how to put your leg on the accelerator gradually, and take your leg off the brake gradually, and how to release the handbrake. No. Programming, right? It's auto. You don't have to rehearse how to swim, how to do. You've been doing it for years. It's programming. That programming is what we are talking about. That programming, it is powerful. If you never thought about it before, I want to draw your attention to it. I want to draw your attention to, why? Almost 100% of your results in life are from that programming, not from your conscious mind, from the subconscious. It works like the iceberg. You've seen the picture of an iceberg before in the ocean, that big block of ice. There's a little bit of it that you see above the water. The bigger part is under. The bigger part is under. In the battle between your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, your subconscious mind will always win. This is what I mean. Why do most New Year resolutions fail? And they've conducted surveys on it and found out like 90% of New Year resolutions fail within the first 60 days of the year. Why? Because a lot of the time, the goals that people set with their conscious mind for the new year are not in alignment with their programming. With the programming, right? People want to be prosperous, they want to be wealthy, but the programming is for poverty. I guarantee you, if you grew up in Africa, right, it is more likely that you've been programmed for poverty than it is that you've been programmed for prosperity. If you grew up in the projects or in the poor community, whether in Europe or in North America or anywhere in the world, it is more likely that you've been programmed for poverty than for prosperity. I don't mean they did not have to take you into a class. Just growing up in a poor home, just growing up in a deprived environment, just growing up with friends from poor family. The constant absorbing. Remember, it first of all stays in the conscious mind, stays after some time, it just drops into the subconscious and becomes a part of us. And the challenge with it is actually that you don't really think about it, but it is the one that is deciding your decisions. So when you set a goal, a new goal, powerful goal, but it is not in alignment with your subconscious programming, then there'll be a fight. But I promise you, the subconscious will win. Now, that can be good news and that can be bad news. The subconscious is the root. The reality we want is the fruit, right? The root is just for illustration purposes, right? The root is for mango. The fruit we want is orange. What should we do? There's nothing you can do to get your orange. Nothing you can do. You have to go down to the root. You have to remove some roots, right? And put some new ones in there. So you've got to change your programming. All right. That's why I wrote the book. That new goal that you set, let's say, like I said, most of us experience deprivation, right? Our normal was subnormal. It was abnormal. Now you want a new normal, right? You have to find a way to make that new goal the new program. That's the only way the new life can become normal, the new normal. Why is this powerful? Hal Hershfield, the professor at New York University, did some research and came up with this postulation that your brain treats your future self as a stranger or like a stranger. Should I say that again? When you set a new goal, when you create that picture of a new you, the future you, right? The successful you, right? When you bring it into your mind, your whole system fights it because it sees that future person. It does not identify with that picture. That's not us. That's not me, right? Thank you, Ayoride. You mentioned this some weeks back, and I checked it up. The subconscious is the most conscious part of our daily reality. It takes about 96% of our conscious decision. This is redefining. Thank you. Thank you. 96% of our reality. It's actually the subconscious that is at work. So, your subconscious programming treats your new goal, the picture of the new you, sees it as a stranger. Sees it as a stranger. And does not want to have anything to do with it because it's a stranger. Whoa. So this is important, right? I shared before, and I've been sharing this very interesting story, how my sweetheart, Pastor Nick and myself, went to a restaurant here in Atlanta. The restaurant is next to the shopping mall that is closest to our house. Okay, so we were going to the restaurant, right? And we were going to the restaurant to eat. On the way, we got into this beautiful discussion, right? We got into this beautiful discussion, and I was so engrossed in the discussion that, as usual, I delegated the driving to the subconscious. If you know how to drive, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yes, I described it earlier. You don't consciously drive anymore when you've been driving for as long as I've been driving, right? Almost 40 years now, right? So you don't even think about. So that day I wasn't thinking about the driving. I was engaged in the discussion. And then it was when I was about to pull into the parking lot. I got into the parking lot. I was about to move into a parking space that Pastor Nick and myself just looked at each other and said, "What are we doing here?" Remember, we were going to the restaurant, not the shopping mall. And now we found ourselves at the parking lot of the shopping mall. The programming, the subconscious, took us to the shopping mall because that's where it's used to going. Isn't that amazing? And then I now relocated and went to the parking lot of the restaurant. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Are you getting it? Where you are in life right now, your subconscious mind brought you there. And I figure that most people are asking themselves in life, what am I doing here? In other words, most people would prefer to live a different life from the one they're living now. You need to reprogram the operating system. Let's use computer language, right? Yes, the operating system. If you try to bring software that is not in alignment with the operating system, what does the operating system say? Error, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Matongo is asking, is the book now in Zambia? I want to believe so. You will need to ask the bookshops. The question I will ask, though, is there any way you can order a book on Amazon from Zambia? That would be the quickest way to go about it. Okay. How do I program my heart? Sorry, the summary of this book, the powerful principle that runs through the book. Whatever you see and hear consistently over time will enter your hearts. That's the principle. Whatever you see and hear consistently over time will enter your heart, will enter your subconscious and put your life on autopilot. That's why the school system is so powerful. That's what you went to do in school. You were seeing and hearing practically every day, right up to when they declared you a doctor or lawyer or an accountant or engineer, right? That's why the media is so powerful. That's why the entertainment industry is so powerful. They are programming platforms. That's why reading is so powerful. That's why being a part of this life experience is so powerful, right? Because you are seeing and hearing. And what we're saying here is because most people are not conscious of this principle, we're not leveraging it to our advantage. Oh no, it is the platform builders that we're allowing to program us. I know. So you're on the phone a lot of the time, right? Oh yeah, you're enjoying the skits, right? Oh yeah. Oh yes, you are consuming those posts, right? Oh yeah. I promise you, you are being programmed. Why do you experience fear and panic? But you watch horror movies, right? You consume them. It is what it is. Whatever you see and hear consistently over time will enter your heart. And whatever enters your heart will put your life on autopilot. You've got to be intentional. Did you hear that Australia banned social media for their young people 16 years and younger? Anybody younger than 16 years? A whole country. The UK is trying to go along the same way. Some other countries are trying to follow suit. Social media is massively programming. The sad part of social media now, there's a positive side to it. If you know what you're after, where you're going, and you go for what you want to consume intentionally, fine. But most of us just consume things randomly. Listen, whatever it is that goes in through your eyes and ears, what do you call it? Information. Break that word up. What do you have? You have in and you have formation. Whatever it is you're seeing and hearing is not going to leave you the same. That's what I'm saying. Are you intentional about what you're seeing and hearing every day? So let's go back to Professor Hal Ashfield's discovery that your current programming treats the new idea that you are bringing as a stranger and therefore rejects it. So how do you make the new one your new normal? You need to see it and hear it consistently for a long time. There is that future needs to become your present self inside. It has to become your new self on the inside. To do that, you have to put pictures of that new you where you can see the pictures every day. You have to be saying it to yourself again and again. And when it comes to saying, listen, that means it's not oh, I will get $10,000 or I will get $100,000. I will attract $100,000. It doesn't work like that. That's what works. I'm going to become the greatest author in the world, or the greatest speaker in the world, or the greatest engineer in the world. I'm going to become, it's not going to cut it. I am is what's going to cut it. It's going to become your present now, your new present, your new normal on the inside. And you need to repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over and over until it actually becomes your new programming. At that point, it becomes the filter through which you see the world. Like the first time I went to the car shop and to buy a car for the first time in my life, and I saw this beautiful car, Nissan Blue Ball 2.0 GL. Oh my God, I loved it. This is it. This is the car I want. I had never seen that model before. After that day, to my surprise, in fact, before the end of that day, I saw one on the road. I saw one on the road. Oh, wow, that's my car. Because the new picture had become the new filter through which I saw the world. There are massive opportunities around you right now, and the current you may just not see them. Some of the things you see as problems, they're your biggest opportunities. Some of the things that you see as problems that you're grumbling and complaining about are turning some people into millionaires. Right? Whatever you see and hear consistently over time will change, will enter your heart. And once it enters your heart, it has entered your life and will put your life on autopilot. Many years ago, I saw a picture in a magazine. At that time, I had not begun to travel to the United States at all. I saw a picture in a magazine. I tore it off. It was a motivational speaker named Peter Louis and his wife. They had just finished this conference. There were 14,000 people in the Coliseum, and the crowd was in the background. They took the picture together, and I saw it. I tore it up. I taped it. I used sellotape to tape the picture to the wall by the table in my bedroom. I saw it every day. Several years later, I ran a conference. I called it the Parable of Dollars Conference in Lagos at the indoor sports hall of the stadium complex. There were about 3,000 people inside. We had canopies outside, and there were like 4,000 people outside. And as I stood on that stage, I remember that picture on the wall. It had become a reality. And of course, I've gone way beyond that. I stood on the platform of the Global Leadership Summit in Chicago, right, several years back. 10,000 leaders from all over the world present, 400 locations joining live in the US and Canada. And then the sessions translated to more than 50 languages and then shown in over 100 countries. The leaders of the Global Leadership Summit in India met me in Chicago a few years later and said, "Sam, we need to apologize to you." I said, "What did you do?" They said, "We think we have overused your sessions. We just found out that your session was just rated best, highest at all our locations. So whenever we want to have an event and we want people to be there, then we put your session there. We put your picture that you're going to be speaking there, and we play the video." Right? I'm just saying, it was on the wall first. So you're asking me, how do I reprogram my mind? Oh, change what you are seeing and hearing. That's what it's all about. Change what you see. This shift is a framework. It's a framework of powerful principles. This is the seeing. This is the hearing. And you've got to spend a lot of time in reflection, deep reflection. That will give you insights, right? When you make up your mind on what you do, that's where you change internally. Formulate, we call it. You take action, that's transform. The result is success. You do that over and over and over again. Okay? I just returned from Australia, right? I was invited, went all the way to speak at a leadership conference. It was once a dream. The dreams come to pass. And I came to speak into your own dreams today. I came to speak massive, radical transformation into your life. This is the season. Listen, today is the tomorrow we spoke about yesterday. Today was shaped yesterday. Today was shaped in the subconscious of people yesterday. Today was shaped in our subconscious yesterday. The best time to shape today is when it is still called tomorrow. It's still in fluid state. We can shape it. In the subconscious, we can shape it. And I'm inviting you into that space. Okay. You know what's been coming to my mind? Because I really want to see transformation in people's lives. So I'm thinking, what if I offered the opportunity? Because this principle, I applied this principle every day. I've been applying these principles for decades, right? Pastor Nick and I were in Tokyo, Japan, some months ago, right? We flew 13 hours from Atlanta straight to Tokyo. You know what they call love in Tokyo? Yeah, that's what we went to do. right? It was not, I didn't go to speak. It was a vacation for us, the two of us. We went to do Love in Tokyo, right? Once a dream, now reality. So what if I provided an opportunity to work with just a small number of people, right? Work it just over some weeks, maybe 6 weeks to 8 weeks, work with you through the process of getting you on the path of applying these principles. Would you be keen? Anyway, hold that thought in your mind. Hold that thought in your mind. I'm going to take questions very soon. But let me talk first of all about something that is happening in Lagos, Nigeria. August, September, October. August, September, October. 3 months. And this is also due to a lot of requests from people. Some of us know that I'm working with some founders and CEOs. We call it the mastermind. Yeah, just me and those people were in Casablanca, Morocco, some weeks ago. And we have a lot of people saying, look, I'm a business owner. I'm a business owner. How do you have a program for mentoring entrepreneurs? Do you have a program for mentoring small business owners? So my team has been working really hard. My team has been working really hard on that. And we're providing this opportunity for a small number of people. 3 months. In those 3 months, we will meet together live. In those 3 months, we'll meet together live 3 times. Presently, we're fixing all the meetings for Lagos. But if we have a sizable number of people from any part of the world, then we'll go do one of the live sessions there. Okay, from any particular country, I mean. Good. During those 3 months, we'll be addressing 8 areas. Very important. 8 areas that will transform your business. We call them the 8 accelerators. Sales, marketing, systems, finance, identity, strategy, people, and influence. Sales, marketing, systems, finance, identity, strategy, people, and influence. But it's a small number of people. So if you would like to explore that, the team is putting the link on the screen, and we'll also see if we can type it in the chat room, bla.samadeyemi.com/live. Now, I'm providing a unique opportunity today in the event that you say, okay, because apart from those physical meetings, we're also going to meet online. My team is going to meet with each person one-on-one coaching and guidance. We're going to have a lot of assessments, worksheets that we'll be working through, right? This is practical session. And the final live session, I'm bringing some of my business friends in, highly experienced and highly successful business friends, because we want to solve real problems for people, right? The sessions, those live sessions will be hybrid, so which means you can actually participate from any part of the world. So 2 opportunities here. This is important. 2 opportunities here. If you say, no, I want the cheaper version of it, then what you'll be able to do is to attend only the live session, either in person or join us online. And that'll be also the one-on-one coaching will be out of it, the workshop. So our team is giving a special rate for that today. That's what you have at bla.samadeyemi.com/live. If you want the full package, it's also there, right? You'll find that on my link tree. You'll find that on my link tree on Instagram, right? And my link tree is in my bio, my profile. Okay, good. This promises to be revolutionary, right, for entrepreneurs. Absolutely. Remember, sales, marketing, systems, finance, identity, strategy, people, and influence. Okay. Oh, okay. So on the same, all the offers are on the same website. I understand. Good. So you don't need to go to my link tree, bla.samadeyemi.com/live. You'll see the different offers there. First Saturday in August, first Saturday in September, and then the last Saturday in October. That's when we'll have the physical sessions. All right, good. Oh, by the way, I think I saw someone who said the 365 days program has been very helpful to them. Has 365 days been helpful to anybody? 365 days with Samadeyemi. Oh, just in case you don't know what it is, it's a 5 minutes audio broadcast. 5 minutes audio broadcast that from me that I release every day. Thank you, Joseph. Yes, sir. 365 is really a transformation experience for me. My savings and investment mindset has changed. I have applied the principles and I appreciate the small impact I observe. Thank you. Thank you. See, to become a millionaire, most of us don't necessarily need to work harder. We just need to change the programming, right? Yeah. So, and we discussed that this 365 days program. Why did we decide to offer a daily broadcast? Because of this principle. Whatever you see and hear consistently over time is going to change your life. 5 minutes audio broadcast every single day, powerful and life-changing. Okay. So samadeyemi.com. Just go on samadeyemi.com. And that's the first pop-up that you will see there. Okay. samadeyemi.com. Join us on the 365 days program. 365 days with Samadeyemi. Every single day, 5 minutes audio to ginger you and take your programming further. Right? Lovely. Okay. So, yes, I'm going to take some questions now. Okay, no, I have some questions here. How do I have access to 365 days podcast? I live in Canada. You can access it from anywhere in the world, right? In your browser, just type samadeyemi.com, right? It will take you to our website, and the first pop-up that you will see there will be the form for joining Samadeyemi, for joining 365 days. Thank you. It's so easy. Now, you will also need to download the Telegram app on your phone. Okay. Download the Telegram app on your phone. And with that, the broadcast will start dropping. Right. Oh, okay. The link is there. The link is there in the chat room for the 365 days. samadeyemi.selar.com. Selar is SELAR. SELAR. samadeyemi.selar.com/365. That's a faster route, right? That's a faster route. Oh my God. Thank you, Evans. Evans says just one day is giving me a shift already today. Just one day. Amazing. Yes. samadeyemi.selar. SELAR. samadeyemi.selar.com/365. Okay. Just before I take the questions, like I said, we don't have all the time today. Just before I take the questions, so I am, I told you, right, how I got the picture out of a magazine, stuck it on the wall. That's how I took a plain sheet of paper, wrote Mercedes-Benz 230E, 400,000 naira, 1984 model, right? And stuck it on the wall in our bedroom, 1998, right? And I got the car to specification. It was delivered to specification. That worked. And then some years later, I would stick on the wall a Camry. And in Nigeria, we didn't have car loans to be buying. You got to raise the cash, right? I put the picture of a brand new Toyota Camry there. It moved from that picture to the garage, right? I've tested this principle over and over. That's why I wrote a book on it, right? So, starting point, get the book. If you haven't yet, get the book. Get the book. And then, so I just want to ask this, and then I'll take some questions. How many people would be interested in me walking you through 6 to 8 weeks? We walk through on how to apply the principles, right? The shifts principles. The first 4 chapters are explanations of the principles. Chapter 5 is personal shifts. So I want to work with some people at the personal level, right, to experience personal shifts. Then you have professional shifts, chapter 6. So I like to work with some organizations because group programming is what you call culture. And management guru Peter Drucker said, however fantastic the strategies of your organization may be, culture will eat your strategies for lunch, right? He is repeated to have said that. Chapter 7 is global shifts. And I wrote here how to apply the principles for transforming whole nations, the educational system, the media, and so on. Very powerful. And I'm ready to work with nations, right? I'm ready to work with nations, or at least national leaders, for transformation. Anyway, so we're going to put up a link. I just want to see if there are people that are interested as well. Then we'll make it happen. Okay. Shifts is available on Amazon anywhere in the world. It's available on Barnes and Noble. If you're in North America, it's available on Walmart, Target, right? Porchlight, all the major websites, right? It's also available in audiobook format, and the digital format is also available. Okay, good. So if you're interested in the Shift Transformation courses, that's what we call them, the Shift Transformation courses, then please go to link linktr.ee/SamAdeyemi. It's on the screen on my link tree, right? You'll see the button there for the wait list. Please indicate, and you'll hear from us very, very soon. Very soon. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone who's experiencing interest. Please help to go on my link tree, linktr.ee/SamAdeyemi, and fill the form, and you'll hear from me very soon. It's a world changer. I promise you that. Thank you. Okay, so let me back up a little bit and pick 1 or 2 questions, answer them as fast as I can. Koda from Ghana Says, I recently held a conference for senior high school students with over 500 students in attendance. I am passionate about empowering students in the high schools in Ghana. I want to give back and also impact these young bright minds. Please kindly mentor, guide, and support me to be more impactful. I love you. I love you too. Thank you so much. Now, you are phenomenal. You're phenomenal. You had a conference for senior high school students and had over 500 in attendance. You are phenomenal. Congratulations, Koda. This is highly inspiring. This is leadership. What else? So, what do you want to do? Right? Programming, right? So, you want to stay with these young people, you want to stay with them. I'll encourage you to, if possible, write articles, write online, since many of them probably have access to phones. If they can read what you're post on social media for them, okay, consistently, practically every day. And then try and write small books, right? See how tiny this book is. When did I write this one? That's where I started. And a lot of students used to read what I wrote it in 1999, right? That was 27 years ago. 27 years ago. I raised the whole generation, right, on these small books, right? So it to be cheap for them to buy, to be portable, to be easy for them to move around, they'll be able to borrow from their friends and so on. Okay, good. That's what I'll say for now. Keep talking to them, keep feeding them, and please keep their data. Keep their data and just stay with them for the next 10 years, right? 10 years from now, almost all of them will be graduates from university. And some will be entrepreneurs, some will be managers in some office, just hanging with them, right? I went on radio teaching people how to succeed 31 years ago, 31 years. I've stayed with them, right? Stayed with them. Moved from that was radio, right? Then eventually I went on TV and now it's online. I'm still here, right? All the best, Koda, all the best. How do I get customers to use my innovative corporate governance solution? Though I have tested and confirmed that the product works, I find it challenging to get my first customer given the kind of product it is. Governance can be very sensitive. Thank you. So your business is a B2B one, right? So businesses, it's organizations that are your customers. How about you do it for free? If you're so sure of the value, the transformational value that it holds, do it for free for one or two organizations and tell them all you need from them is a testimonial, right? They don't need to pay you. You need it. Presently, your product is still abstract to people and they're not really sure whether it will work or not. You are, but they are not. They don't have confidence in it. They don't have trust. So the way to get it, testimonial. People don't buy what you're selling. They buy what others are buying. If you have two shops next to each other, they're selling the same thing, but then one has a long queue in front of it, the other doesn't have any queue at all. The likelihood is people will go and join where the long queue is because psychologically it just tells them there's big value there, right? So do the first two or three for free and get testimonials from them and run those testimonials, okay? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, Dr. Dele Oshumakinde. Good to see you. Okay. Let me see. Another one, is it possible for a leader to be depressed? And if so, how do we go about that, especially when you're experiencing back-to-back regression after initial approval? This is a very practical question. Is it possible for a leader to be depressed? Highly possible. We carry a lot of weight. We face a lot of challenges. Yeah, so good question that you asked, right? So when you're facing those rough situations, running into storms. So you need to have people that you can talk to. You got to have people that you can talk to. Do you have friends that are operating at the same level as you who can understand what you're going through? That would be very, very helpful. Do you have a mentor, right? Somebody who's achieved what you're trying to achieve and whom you have access to locally where you are? You'll be amazed. Hey, mentors will shift your perspective. When you think the whole world is collapsing on your head, you'll be shocked when your mentor tells you, in fact, what's going on is a sign that you're making progress. You're doing fantastically well. In fact, when your mentor tells you, you don't have any extraordinary problem here. I can't even see the problem. You're doing well. Shift your perspective. The darkness, the depression will run away. Okay. And it's also very important that you are not out giving without having time to refill. You got to refill yourself. You got to have music that you like. You got to have a comedy that you like to listen to and laugh and so on. It's important too. God that created man himself said that we need to rest one day out of 7. So don't burn out, okay? Jane says, I've been trying to look for the book in Abuja without success. Roving Heights Bookshop. Roving Heights has 3 bookshops in Abuja. Please Google Roving Heights Bookshop or check them out on Instagram, and you can DM them, but they have 3 locations in Abuja, and you'll get the book from one of them, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Clay in Houston. Thank you for your interest. Thank you. Good. Dr. Luadare here says, only if you knew how you've inspired me in the last couple of decades. I'm one of them. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Warms my heart. Makes us to know that all the effort is worth the while. Thank you. Sharon is asking, how can I build a team? Recruit. Starting point. You have to be able to walk up to people one-on-one and sell your vision to them. Sell vision. And you need to understand them, because honestly, people are not interested in you. They're interested in themselves. So you need to be able to show them how coming to be on your team will help the fulfillment of their vision, will radically change their lives. Yeah, you have to put the benefits people will get into it before it gets their attention. But you need to be big on selling your vision, selling your dream. People want direction for their lives. There's a lot of uncertainty. So even when it's a crook that comes out with confidence and speaks boldly, I know where we need to go, people follow them, because people really, really need inspiration and direction. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Laura says, I used to listen to you on radio, attended your programs at Ikeja, and it's been enlightening. Thank you. All the journey long. Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you. All right. Bartimeo says, I just subscribed to the 365 days. Yay. How can I get the book in Ghana? Is there any way you can order the book on Amazon? I'm not sure of a bookshop in Ghana specifically right now that is stocking the books. Okay, I'll take the last question here. As a leader, how do you ensure you aren't going through the corporate activities week in, week out, but you're actually teaching your followers that they can carry the vision? That's a good question, right? So as the ultimate leader in an organization, you have to understand some of the work of the organization is operations, and some of the work is strategy. As the ultimate head, you've got to spend more time in strategy than you spend in operations. Delegate the operations. The day-to-day activities, you've got to delegate them. The more the people in your organization, the more it's important for you to sell the vision. let's say you have 20 people. The 20 people, you have to get the 20 people moving in the same direction. You have to get them to the point where they adopt the vision. The vision enters their programming, and that now influences the decisions that they make from day to day. That's a lot of work. So you need to repeat your vision every single day that you have the opportunity. Yes, I know it's boring. It can be boring, right? Your vision, your mission, and then your core values. That's very important, right? Because it's the core values that dictate behavior. And there is a certain way you will behave and you'll be able to achieve your goals. And there are things you will do, you will never achieve that vision. Some visions cannot be achieved without excellence or excellent customer service or without integrity. Then those must-haves or must-dos must be in your core values. Repeat them every day. Tell stories. If you share principles dry like that, it doesn't enter very well. So as a leader, you've got to learn to use a lot of stories. Stories have a way of jumping through loops in people's minds and connecting with them, at a deep level, right? But please, repeat. Be on like a broken record. You say, some leaders say, oh my God, once I start, they will start rolling their eyes like they're tired. An experienced leader said, or a wise leader said, when people begin to roll their eyes and look like they are bored once you start, he said, take that as a sign that they're just beginning to get it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Thank you, Evans. I attended DLA Oregon Lagos until date. The lessons follow me. Amazing. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of this live event. We'll come your way again soon. Next week, I'll be joining the team at Daystar Christian Center to host the Global Church Systems Conference. First time we're hosting it, first of its kind, very practical sessions, taking church leaders through the building of structures and systems for their churches. Pastor Nicky and I were away from Daystar for 3 straight years, and the church continued to run perfectly, right? Did it affect a little bit? Of course. Some people couldn't understand where they, but for the most part, most of the people stayed and the systems were running perfectly, right? And what does that do to you as a founder? If anything happened and I left this place, it means the place can run without me. And that's the question I'm asking leaders. Can your organization run if you were to be away for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years? Can your business run while you're away? So a lot of business people have been asking me, can we come attend that one for pastors so that we can learn to build systems? And I said, no. It's curated specifically for pastors. By the way, registration closed, right? Yesterday, all the seats booked, taken. I said the one for business leaders is the BLA, the Business Leadership Accelerator training, bla.samadeyemi.com/live. bla.samadeyemi.com/live. If you're a business leader, you want your turnover to go 5x or 10x. More importantly, you want to build a business that can run without you. You want to be sipping pina colada on the beach in Cancun while the business is still making money. You want to build the business in the way that you can sell it, right? Whenever you want, you can sell. You don't want to miss the BLA, right? Good. So sign up and let's see in Lagos on the 1st of August, or you join us online from anywhere in the world. Has this been helpful to anybody? I just want to find out, has this been helpful? If I can get like 5 Y's, letter Y for yes, letter Y for yes. Can you help? If I can get that in the chat room, then I will know that this session was really helpful to somebody. Has this been helpful? I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, I got 5. Oh, someone said very helpful. Thank you. I've got so many. Oh my God. Yes, 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 yes. Now I think we're at 20. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Clays. Yes, this has been extremely helpful. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. We try to meet at least once a month here on this live. Sometimes we're able to make it twice. So just make sure that you're following me on social media. I know you are already, so just watch out. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the World Cup matches for today and have a very prosperous week. Have a very prosperous month of July. We just entered the second half of the year. I pray for you that the second half of the year will have a lot of speed for you and a lot of restoration. If you lost anything the first half, then it's coming back this second half of the year. All the best, everyone. Much love from here and bye.